What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I wanted to bring a video today about the big announcement that just happened a couple hours ago. And what that is unless you haven't been watching ESPN or looking online, we just landed our first 5-star recruit in the name of Donovan Peoples-Jones, the #1 wide receiver out of the state of Michigan, #2 wide receiver overall for Rivals.com, and it's pretty exciting things. This is the second big recruit that we've landed in the last week, with Tariq Black actually just going blue yesterday. So obviously all those rumors and negative recruiting weren't worth a hill of beans, and they shouldn't be, and it didn't make a difference. So whatever you guys are trying, and you guys know what I'm talking about, obviously it didn't work. But anyways, it's a good thing, and to me it's a sign of things to come, a sign that there's a steady momentum of the program trending upward. And I kind of saw it happening. I remember reading an article before the season, not really before the season, but during the season when Dillon McCaffrey, I want to say his brother, Dillon McCaffrey, was talking about how what he was going to try and do is try and recruit these other guys, these other wide receivers and stuff like that to play for Michigan. And I think one of the guys that he was talking about at the time is now just signed with us. So it's exciting times, and I'm really happy that that we're putting together yet another great recruiting class. I'm getting this stuff mixed up, but it's exciting times that we're being able to basically back to back just recruit and get great classes. I think right now we're either ranked #5 or #6, similar to what we were last year. And it's probably going to increase. I think that we have another couple big names on the board that we hopefully can snag up and just improve on our recruiting class. So I actually wanted to talk about, this is something that I had mentioned maybe a few weeks ago, that I wanted to do a video, but at the timing it wasn't a good time for it. And I might as well, since this announcement came in, talk about this briefly. And it's basically the importance of consistently having great recruiting classes. So what gave me the idea to talk about this was I posted a video maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. I think it was a video talking about the analysis about the Illinois game, if I'm not mistaken. And I was talking about how badly we were struggling as far as our tackling went in the game and stuff like that. And someone had mentioned about how bad Shannon's dribbling was tackling, which was true. He was god-awful. But I had also mentioned in there, in the comments, about Mike McCray too, and how much he was struggling in that regard. And before I wanted to post the comment, I wanted to make sure I spelled his name right. Like, there's nothing worse than commenting or trying to give your analysis of someone and you can't even spell their name right. So, I knew how to spell it, but I just wanted to verify that I was spelling it right just in case, because there are different variations of how to spell McCray. So, I went to Rivals.com, and I'll leave a link in the description below of where I go to actually look at the different recruiting classes of the years for Michigan. You can do this for any team, really. You just go to your team's Rival.com, and I'll leave a link. And what amazed me was when I was looking up his name through that actual link, it showed me all the other people that got recruited that year alongside of Mike McCray. And it was basically the who's who of pretty much the starters for this year's team. I mean, you're talking about guys like Jordan Lewis, Jake Butt, Mike McCray was on there. I think Channing Stribling was on there. Trying to think who else was on there. Ben Gideon was on there. Taco Charlton was on there. I think Maurice Hurst was on. I mean, it was just like all these guys are key contributors to the team. Were all in that recruiting class. And it was just amazing to me because all these guys now, 3-4 years later, are now seniors and are the important key to us getting to where we were this year. Who else was? Oh, DeMonte Thomas was on there as well. I mean, and Delano Hill. I mean, you're looking at pretty much your starting secondary are all from that recruiting class. I mean, that's amazing to me. So, I mean, it just lets you know that the only way that you're really going to get these teams, like what Nick Saban seems to do every single year, is just, man, you got to be consistently recruiting. It can't be one of those, we get this huge, amazing haul one year, and then the next year, for that year you rank like top 5, and then the year after that you're ranked like 27. Then the year after that you're ranked like number 40, and then the year after that you're ranked 15, and then you rank number 56. Then you're back up to number 8. You can't be all over the place and be able to be consistently winning in college football. Every year you got to be in the top 10, if not in the top 5. And even when you do that, it's hit and miss. Because one of the people that was the top haul that they got from that recruiting class, I mean, he's not even on the team anymore. So, and to me, he really didn't do too much for us when he was here. I mean, you fast forward a year later, and the big haul we got, a big player that we got from that is obviously Jabril Peppers, and we all know what he can do. But it's just hit or miss. So you gotta be consistently getting these players in, no matter what, and it has to be a year-to-year thing. It can't just be, let's get a good year this year and then we'll see what happens next year. No. That's why Alabama is Alabama, because every year they're pulling in the top recruits, and that's why they sit at the top. So I'm happy, like I said, I'm happy that we were able to get Peoples-Jones to come to us. And the main reason, I mean, in the past, I'll be honest with you, he probably would have gone to Alabama or Florida State or some other team before he would have gone to us. So it just shows you how much an effect that Harbaugh has had on college football as a whole and just in recruiting as a whole. I mean, he's turned things around in such a quick amount of time, and he has people wanting to go there to play for him. Now, I mean, another thing that he has said is, it was the best fit for him, the academics and stuff like that. And that's all great too. I mean, to be honest with you, that to me is probably just as important as the whole Harbaugh factor, because not everyone is just going to be here and just think that football is all that they want to do. Some people are actually interested in doing well in school and getting their degree and excelling in something after football. So for him to be, excited to go to Michigan, not only for the opportunity, but also because of the school itself and the academics, man, that's a huge plus too. Because you're going to get a lot of other guys that are going to see him talk about that and give us more of a consideration, because that's important to them as well. So that's it for the video that I have for today. If you like the video, definitely feel free to leave a like. If you have any comments about what I'm saying, if you agree with me, disagree with me, whatever the case may be, leave a comment in the comment section below, and just let me know. I'd love to have the discussion. Just don't come sideways or anything like that, because then I have to reply back and be sideways, and I don't want to do that. But anyways, other than that, if you like my commentary, if you like the content on my channel, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel, and just look out for all the videos that I